sites. Different website builders, as you know, if you listened and watched yesterday's decisions I had to make, how I signed up with a hosting site, and through the hosting site they had a free website builder using outside source, and then if you were very efficient at WordPress, then you could build your own website and they would host it. So that's the decision I made, and through doing some research I thought that would be the best option. I thought I could build a website, at the same time learn to use WordPress as a way to build a proper website, you know, and add more skills to my my set. But what I found out now is that the hosting site's good in terms of customer service. So if you're looking for a good hosting site, I used SiteGround, and any queries I had, they responded fantastically well, very quickly, very helpful. Any mistakes, which I have to admit there was plenty, especially between trying to learn to build WordPress and also had my live website on their outsourcing platform was Weebly, and so between using both them on the hosting site, Weebly and WordPress, my .com got mixed up and wouldn't load up right, and their customer services stepped in, looked at it, explained what had gone wrong, and then put it right. And that happened a few times on a few different problems I had. So SiteGround's a great way if you're quite efficient with WordPress as a hosting site, and they will help and query any issues you've got. But for me, what I found out, not being efficient and quite new at building websites, is that it wasn't quite right for me. So I've gone back to the drawing board. What I've done is a few steps for you is I signed up on 7-day, 14-day free trials on Wix, on Squarespace, on Weebly again, but with their full range of what they offer rather than limited, because it were through SiteGround. GoDaddy, there was also Shopify and a few others. So I've started playing about with the different websites, trying to see which one's easiest for me to actually build a website through. I suggest you do the same. When I'm a startup, I look to try and do as much as I can in-house, and I'd like to at the same time further my own knowledge and learn something new. I suggest we all need to do that, and to learn how to do many things. So, you know, my attitude is to learn a little about a lot, and that's kind of what I've done throughout all this startup, is to continue, not think, oh, I can't do it, it looks quite technical. It's just to get my hands dirty, just to get stuck in and get doing and get learning and learn a new way, new things on how to, you know, make a successful start of my company. So that's what I've done with my website. After playing around and you know, seeing how easy it is to navigate their websites to build my own, I've settled for Squarespace. It seems the most easiest of one to set up. They do monthly, you can pay yearly or monthly, and it starts around £15 per month and goes up to £40 per month. I've gone for the middle package at £25 per month. So I'm only in the very early stages of building my website, what I found building my website is that I need things to put on there, content to put on there. I need to design my own content and put it on there. So I have looked at graphic design places. I say places. I look at graphic design programs, things I can use myself and get familiar with. Now, I have had a bit of experience because I built my logo, my own logo, again, using tutorials on YouTube and, you know, learning as I go through graphic design. I built my own logo, and from that I've kind of enjoyed the process, and we've got to enjoy the process. You know, I kind of, that's what keeps me motivated, is I do enjoy it and I do enjoy learning, and my attitude is just, you know, that's my power, is to self-educate and self-learn. So that's what I've done. I chose between Inkscape and GIMP, between the two graphic design programs to use. I kind of settled into Inkscape, so I am looking to start building some content again, start educating myself, reading, you know, watching tutorials about how to actually build different content on Inkscape, and continue with that process so I can build more to put on my website, as well as content for social media sites. So there's my two takeaways for me is I found Squarespace as the easiest to build a website, and Inkscape to create content, create, you know, logos, pictures, and it's surprising what you can actually do. And when you get into it and you sit back at the end and you look at what you've created and realise that that's been your work you've put in your spare time, you start enjoying the process, and you start enjoying, you know, the start of building a company which is gonna, you know, sustain in the long run. And the skills you learn during doing that, the skills which you've applied to build, you can take them skills and use them again and again and again. And I love that process, and I love the thought of doing that. So that's where I am. That's my two top tips in terms of website builder and using Inkscape as graphic design. I suggest you can do the same. Don't be fearful of trying it out. Just get your hands dirty, get stuck in, and learn the process, learn to enjoy the process, and realise that the money you're saving from doing that right now is, you know, goes into the hundreds of pounds. And when you're working and bootstrapping, those few hundred, £300, £400, £500, up to £1,000, if not more, you save on the minute details that could be put to better use. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with the money I'm saving. And it's only my time I'm giving away. And starting up a startup, developing a product, wanting to bring it to market, every pound counts. And just fall in love with knowing what you need to do. Use your power of self-education to know what you're doing, and go out and do. Go out and start. Go out and create. I always think long term, and I see that as a benefit of learning to build a website, the benefit of learning to create content, the benefit in the long run will serve me well, serve me very well. That's the way society is going. It's all technical based, computer based. So get uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. You don't start great, but you've got to start to be great. So just back yourself. Believe that through hard work and discipline and commitment and a bit of perseverance, patience, massive patience and persistence, you can actually have a body of work you will be really proud of. And to any budding investors and any budding entrepreneurs out there as well, that's what we need in order for us to succeed, is to know a little about a lot and keep learning those little things and keep improving those little things, so we're well-rounded individuals in his knowledge, and it all adds to his story. It all adds to how we started, how we got here, and why we're going to continue doing that even more. So that's my information for you today. I hope you feel inspired and motivated, and just to go do it. Love the process and go do it. And until next time, this is my life, my journey, my startup. This is me.